Hello world, I'm Maya Sundermeyer and I would like to welcome you to the latest episode of my vlog series. So far I have been able to share my own experiences on what it's like for me to live with Asperger syndrome. A second thing that I will do is give my 2 cents on what's going on with autism in the media. A third area entails providing tips and advice for those of you that are on the autism spectrum, as well as family members, peers, mentors, educators, employers. I also speak with professionals, social workers, medical people, and anyone in the community. And I will also cover topics on things that I'm passionate about. But before I dive into tonight's latest topic, what I would like to do is mention a few things. So, number one, if you click up here in the upper right-hand corner, you will find a TED Talk by Steve Silberman on the forgotten history of autism. And I also would like you guys to check out my written blogs on WordPress.com, which are scholarly and practical application type blogs. And I also wanted to mention that I have a Twitter account as well as a Facebook page, in addition to also recently just opening up an Instagram account where I can post all kinds of pictures that are professional, where I not only take pictures of the people I interview, but I also take pictures of things that are autism related. So please be sure to check those out. In the meantime, what I would like to do now is provide tips and advice. And I wanted to let you guys know that last time I talked about the difference between using autism as an excuse and educating somebody, and that people often take it the wrong way when we try to bring it up that we're using autism as an excuse, because so many people put the assumption that we look normal, that there's nothing wrong with us. And I wanted to provide some tips and advice out there for some of you that are struggling with that, or rather most of you. And what I wanted to say is that rather than telling people this is my autism or it's my Asperger's, you're going to sound like you're having a pity party, and it's going to drive other people away, and it's going to make them not want to understand our situations. Rather, it's better to drop a hint in a direct but polite way without using the word autism or Asperger's. You could perhaps say something along the lines of, well, I know that you don't understand me, or you're not being direct. However, I'm not always very good at comprehending sarcasm. Could you please explain that to me in a more direct light? Because that way you're speaking from a level of respect, but you are also advocating for yourself without being hung up on the label. Some other ones that you could do were, well, do you know of a good place where I could get some sunglasses, or could you please lower the lights? I'm not a big fan of fluorescent light bulbs. I'm sensitive to fluorescent lights. I also do not care for bright lights. Or another one is, oh yeah, I would love to go and do that, but I don't really care for those kind of noises. So if you don't mind, I'm going to need to either get some noise canceling headphones, or I'm going to need to get some little earplugs, because those kind of noises are grating, screechy, whatever. And again, you don't throw out the autism label. Rather, you're just letting them know that you have issues with sensory. Another thing you could let them know is if you don't read their social cues, and just tell them, you know, I can't really tell what you're thinking because I have a problem reading facial expressions and social cues. But other than that, I do like hanging out with you. Could you tell me what you're feeling? So different little tips like that. And if anybody else wants to know why in the world you're having trouble communicating, just tell them, well, sometimes I have trouble communicating with other people, It's not that I'm doing anything on purpose. I'm not trying to keep anything from you. It's just that the way that I process information. And I'm going to have to ask you to be patient with me. So, anyway, if you have any questions or comments on what I have just disclosed, please be sure to state below. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel and share these with anybody with an ASON or anybody in the autism community, like the Autism Society of America, and on social media pages, Twitter, Facebook. Anyway, I'm signing off now. In the meantime, you can check out my social media pages. I have a Facebook one. Again, I have a written blog on WordPress.com. And I also have a Twitter page. And again, I have a Instagram page. But anyway, I'm signing off now. But until next time, I will see you later. Live long and prosper.